Rain hammered the glass walls of Rivergate Medical Center with such force that even the emergency room staff paused to look outside. At exactly 9:17 p.m., 3 black SUVs rolled beneath the emergency entrance canopy. No ambulance. No police escort. No flashing lights. Just silence. The engines stopped together. 8 men in dark tailored suits stepped out, scanning every corner before opening the rear door of the middle vehicle. A tall Korean man emerged. His white dress shirt was soaked in blood beneath an expensive charcoal overcoat. Yet he stood without asking for help. His face revealed almost nothing. No panic. No fear. No pain. Only exhaustion. Inside the emergency department, conversations died instantly. Doctors exchanged uneasy glances. Even security guards instinctively straightened their posture. One nurse whispered quietly, "Who is he?" No one answered. Another voice came from behind the reception desk. "They're saying his identity is classified." Within moments, hospital administrators hurried toward the entrance. Instead of greeting the injured man, they greeted the people surrounding him. Whatever was happening, it was far beyond an ordinary emergency. On the 3rd floor, Naomi Carter had just finished helping an elderly patient learn to walk again after hip surgery. At 25, she was one of Rivergate Medical Center's youngest critical care nurses. Patients remembered her because she never hurried them. She remembered birthdays. She memorized children's names. She held frightened hands before surgeries. Her coworkers often joked that Naomi carried enough kindness for the entire hospital. She always laughed, then went back to work. As she finished writing her notes, the overhead paging system interrupted the quiet. Critical care nurse requested an emergency room immediately. Another nurse sighed. "I hope it's not another traffic accident." Naomi grabbed her stethoscope. "I'll go." She had no idea that simple decision would change the course of her life. When she reached the emergency department, the atmosphere felt different. Nobody was speaking above a whisper. Hospital security stood at every entrance. Administrators looked unusually nervous. Near Trauma Room 3 stood the injured stranger. His eyes slowly lifted. For less than a second, they met Naomi's. There was something unexpected in them. Not anger. Not arrogance. Not fear. Loneliness. A loneliness so deep that it almost startled her. Before she could think about it further, Dr. Evelyn Morris approached. "Naomi." "Yes, doctor. I need you to assist." Another nurse quickly interrupted. "Doctor, maybe someone else should take this patient." The physician frowned. "Why?" The room became strangely quiet. Nobody answered. Naomi looked from one face to another. "What am I missing?" One orderly finally spoke. "They say powerful people follow him. So, they say wherever he goes, trouble follows." Naomi looked toward the stranger once more. He was bleeding through the bandage wrapped around his shoulder. Whatever rumors existed outside this hospital, one fact remained. Right now, he was simply someone who needed medical care. She picked up a pair of gloves, then walked directly toward him. One of the suited men immediately stepped forward. "You will keep your distance." Naomi calmly met his stare. "Sir, inside this hospital, every patient receives treatment." Another bodyguard moved closer. "Our employer does not accept strangers." Naomi folded her arms. "Then he'll have to make an exception." For the first time since arriving, the mysterious man's expression changed. Only slightly. The smallest hint of curiosity crossed his face. He lifted one hand. His security team instantly stepped back. Without saying a word, he had given permission. Naomi approached slowly. "I'm Nurse Naomi Carter." She carefully examined the wound. The bleeding hasn't stopped. No response. She checked his pulse. Fast, but steady. She looked into his eyes. "I'm going to help you." Still. Silence. Finally, after nearly 2 minutes, he spoke. His voice was low, calm, almost gentle. "I didn't ask for help." Naomi smiled politely. "No." She reached for fresh bandages. "But sometimes help arrives before we're ready to ask." For the first time that night, the silent stranger looked directly at her. Not as another hospital employee, not as another face in the crowd, but as someone who wasn't afraid of him.